Got a movie review coming up, y'all. But it's a little bit more than a movie review. So last weekend, well, needless to say, I engaged. This is usually what happens on my weekends. I engaged in the use of certain fungal material that may or may not cause certain reactions in the brain. And I put on a movie to watch. And that movie was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So I got really fucked up on drugs, and I watched this movie. I've never seen it before. Many people have recommended this film to me, and it's been on my list. But, I've got a list of movies to watch and a list of movies to watch while I'm on drugs. And, I don't do drugs as much as I watch movies without drugs. So, I'm working through that list. Oh my God. I got to tell you. Okay, so first of all, I don't know, like I say with every time I watch a movie while I'm on mushrooms, I don't know if it was the movie. I don't know what I watched. I don't know if it was like, the drug in my brain. But wow. This is, again, 10 out of 10. I don't usually rank movies. I don't usually rank movies. I don't like the idea of ranking. This movie, either I don't know about watching it sober. I can't tell you that. I'm not reviewing watching this movie sober. But while you're on mushrooms, this movie is a perfect movie. 10 out of 10. It was amazing. Every single second of this movie was fucking flawless, right? Like the narration, flawless, right? It's just the idea of the movie taking place in the guy's head, right? It's great because that's how I when I'm on drugs, I have the runaway inner monologue, and that's what this movie was really freaking me out with. And then there's the scene. My favorite part of this movie was the scene transitions, where it's this happens to me when I'm tripping as well. It's I'll just blink and all of a sudden I'm in a different room. All of a sudden I'm in a different area. Oh, now I'm in the woods. How did I get here? I have no idea. I don't remember. I'm experiencing some very short-term and long-term memory loss, for that matter. And so, but that's what my favorite part of this movie is. Every scene is I'm mesmerized by every scene. There, I have no idea what the fuck the story is for half of this movie, and then I kind of realize what the story is about halfway through. And it's then the scene just changes, and then they wake up. My favorite part, I think, is going to be at the end when he's listening to the tapes of the previous areas, and then has flashbacks, and then has other flashbacks that are related to the flashbacks, and that it is great because that I have that experience all the time where I'm thinking about something, and then thinking about that thing makes me think about something else, and then the movie seamlessly goes throughout all the periods of time. One of the things I like about this movie is the non-linear storytelling. You don't know when the scenes take place, you don't know why or how or when or what, and it's just great. It's just amazing. Oh my God. And the camera, we got to talk about the camera. The way the camera moves, again, I watched this movie on mushrooms. I was losing it. I was losing it just in general. And so the camera was making me dizzy. The camera was making me nauseous, but in the good way. I can't, I really cannot. I'm trying to think of any possible flaw in this movie or anything that they could have done better, and I can't. The movie was perfect. It was perfect, right? The acting was amazing, so over the top, so incredible. The effects, incredible. It's just wow. I know it's hard to describe how good this movie is. Another favorite scene of mine was when they're on the what is that thing called? The fucking carousel or whatever. They're at the bar that's spinning, and then the horses are spinning, and then there's more in the background spinning, and then the camera's spinning, and it's I was freaking the fuck out. So I had to pause this movie several times to get my bearings straight. Again, I'm on drugs. So when I pause the movie to use the bathroom or get something from the refrigerator, I can't get over the camera style of the movie. So I'm really dizzy. I'm trying to find the bathroom. I'm trying to get into the kitchen. I'm really dizzy, and it's that was really sticking with me. But anyway, I don't know, man. I have never seen this movie before. And so I watched it the first time while on mushrooms. Now, again, I don't know if I'm reviewing the movie or if I'm reviewing the mushrooms. I'm not sure. But again, it was I I really, like, again, I cannot describe the last time I watched a movie that I was, like, immediately so into like this one. I like, it was perfect. The political, like, commentary was also really good. The, like, kind of like the description of how psychedelic drugs work was really good. And just like the comedy of it, I could not stop laughing. There was this one part fucking where like this, like they're at the fucking drug convention with all the cops or whatever, and the cop is yelling at the fucking person at the hotel desk, the reception desk, and like that movie, like that part, like it felt like it was lasting for like 10 years, like, you know, because like time dilation and shit. So I was like forgetting what movie I was watching, and then this guy was like yelling at the fucking poor dude on the reception desk, this fucking crazy cop, that scene, and then like the camera was like twisting, and like the colors were like fucking like turning blue, and I couldn't handle it. I forgot what fucking movie I was watching. I forgot where I was. I was like freaking the fuck out, and then of course Johnny Depp comes on the screen. I'm like, all right, I'm watching this. Right, and it was great. I mean, like, again, there's all these, like, scenes that last way too long that are extremely uncomfortable, and that's my kind of shit. I love that kind of shit, right? The things that, like, make you purposefully uncomfortable is so good. It's so good. I mean, again, this movie is amazing. I can't... Like, the part where he goes to the fucking, like, race or whatever, but he had, like, the television on before with, like, some war movie on, so he convinced himself that, like, the photojournalist was, like, some, like, guy from, like, Vietnam or something, and then, like, when he went there, like, there was, like, guns blare. It was, oh my god, that was hilarious. I could not stop laughing this entire movie. I cannot describe how good this movie is. If you've never seen it, even if you're not into drugs, like, watch the movie because it's great. But if you are into drugs and you haven't seen this movie, I recommend it. Like, I can't recommend it enough. I don't know how I haven't watched this movie up until this point, but I'm definitely thinking about getting the book and reading the book and possibly reading Hunter S. Thompson's other books because I'm very, very, very impressed with this piece of work here. I mean, again, I can't even... Like, I just can't even describe... Just like, it's just every part, like, again, this is like a 2-hour movie, I think, right? So like, when you're tripping, 2 hours in the real world is like, you know, that's like 15 years in like in the experience, right? And so I like this movie. Really, it felt like I had lived multiple lifetimes while this movie was on. Again, especially because I was taking breaks to use the bathroom and stuff. And you know, and like sometimes like I would get lost, like going from the bathroom to the kitchen to the room that I was watching the movie in. And so, and wow, I mean, it's just wow. I mean, I can't. This is an incredible movie. It's a must watch. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a perfect film. It might be one of the best movies ever made. I can't praise it enough. It's incredible. Like, if someone were to ask me what my favorite movie is, I might still say the Muppet Movie, but this might be number 2. I mean, it really is. It's a tremendous piece of art. I can't, it's just amazing. It's just, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. It's just, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's a must watch. There you go.